Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for more heated rivalry. Today, we're going to be checking out episodes 3 and 4. Just quick thoughts on the first 2 episodes. I was really entranced by it. I thought the story was pretty gripping. And, you know, while it does kind of, I think, get a little misconstrued. I mean, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but, you know, like, I do feel like the risqueness of it, as far as, like, the public perception of the show is kind of overshadowed a lot of the other nuances that is actually going on. That's what I was talking about last time, was that I feel like, you know, it wouldn't have the punch that it would, or at least the staying power that it did, or at least the power with which it's kind of taking a hold upon the zeitgeist right now, if it didn't have more than that. Like, if it was just, you know, some spicy content for spicy content's sake, I don't think it would have made as much noise as it has. And I think, like, that's overtaken the conversation around the show. But it is something we're not used to seeing as a society, unfortunately. So I'm sure it's like, ooh, wah, people are getting all frilly about the whole thing. But I enjoyed it. I like the kind of struggle that's going on behind the scenes for our protagonists, for Ilya and for Chang, who are coming at this from 2 very different places, 2 very different walks of life, and just dealing with a lot. And this relationship, or lack thereof, is something that it's really interesting to watch them have and that's coming from somebody who's straight. So like I'm enthralled with this, man. But that's the thing. I love, and we're seeing this. I don't know if they've necessarily found their way towards that, but there's definitely, there's something bubbling that is more than just the physical, you know, interaction. That's all started off with. Chang clearly is feeling it, feeling used, wanting a little bit more, wanting validation out of this. And I think Ilya is purposefully keeping his walls up. I mean, he's conditioned to do so. Not that Chang's not, but it's a completely different beast coming from where he does. I'm excited to see them navigate this, though. I really liked the first 2 episodes. I was pretty entranced with it as far as the story. I thought it was well written. And it was fun just watching the whole, like, little dance and courtship and will they, won't they of it all. Well, no, it's not that they will, they won't they, but it's more like the, will they do? Will this be more than what we're doing right now? I don't know. Anyway, guys, on top of that, like, there's the added layer of them having this weird, strained public relationship as well because of the nature of the game itself. Anyway, all that said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into these episodes. If you want to see the full-length reaction, or if you want to get early access, or submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts for me to read in these episodes, you can do all that over on Patreon. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. This is a great way to support the channel, help us do things you do over here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me out down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 3. Hunter. Here we go.
The record for this event currently held by the New York Admiral's Scott Hunter.
I see Rozanov didn't hold my record for more than a minute.
Wait.
What if Scott Hunter's here?
Babe, can you believe
whoa, this episode's named after this guy.
Or anything. No worries, I'm sure someone else grabbed him.
What if he's secretly competition?
You look great in silver, Vonnie. Don't even stress.
Oh, I don't know. What's gonna happen?
I want some ice cream bad, man.
February 2014.
All right, so tonight we can do the men's short form figure skating, or?
My buddy Joe's in that program. We'll train together. Would you guys be cool to do that? I'd love to show up for him.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh wait, we're getting a different angle on this interaction.
I'm assuming your buddy might be gay.
I mean,
Russia is not safe for folks like that. Fucking balls of steel, man.
Yeah, he didn't seem to have a whole lot to add to that. Oh, now we're focusing on him.
Welcome back to Man in the Crease, your one-stop hockey shop.
100%. 4 months ago, New York City. Oh, he's most certainly in the closet.
And he has 0 0 points.
He's in a fog. His passes aren't connecting.
I'm kind of
And he's already been announced as Team USA
surprised
captain
we're-
at the Olympics in Russia.
this is all fully his perspective right now. I wonder if we'll return to form. Maybe that's just framing us for this episode. It'd be wild if this was all like his. Yeah, I'd probably chuckle too.
I am very sorry about that.
Truly not a big deal.
How may I help you?
What's good?
I mean, the best one's the blueberry one, but...
What?
Oh, nothing. Just when I make it for myself in the morning, I add a banana.
Oh, so you're kind of wild.
Would you like to add a different kind of banana? I got a banana for you to add.
Yeah.
Blueberry with.
I'm
banana.
wild in the
I take that.
morning.
If it's okay to order off menu, Kip.
I think we can get away with it this time.
What else are you gonna get away with, Kip? If that is your real name. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you weren't kidding. It's really good.
Oh, yeah. The banana makes a big difference, I think. That's way too much.
It's for you. Thanks again, Kip.
God damn. I want to know how much he tipped. Ha!
Girl.
Was that Scott Hunter?
Was that what?
Scott Hunter, the hockey player.
I mean, probably has no idea.
Girl.
Ha! Oh, that's fantastic.
What is this? Let me check my number. Hockey?
Shut up, Sean.
Let's turn it off. Please keep it on.
Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, is he doing some homework now?
Maria, Dad is setting the bar so low.
And it didn't even sound
Oh,
stupid
no.
when he said it. It almost sounded hot. Okay, that's not fair. Not hot. Just
It's not that weird.
What,
Short bus
really?
Christopher, and please don't tell me you use that name on your grad school application.
I've never met a Kip. I've only ever heard Kip like in reference to like a name in Friends. Chandler's old roommate.
Look, he's on the TV right now.
Yeah, we're doing some recon. He finally got some points.
Yeah.
That banana gave him some juice.
shut the fuck up. You literally pulled up.
Didn't make him gay. Convert him. Oh my God,
Are
he's
you asking me what
kind
that
of like.
means, or are you just telling me something I already know?
No, I just didn't realize that.
We literally watched the game, kid.
Oh my God, he's smitten.
Nice to see you again, Kip.
Nice to see you again.
A little bit of a stalker now, though.
You're Scott Hunter, right?
I am.
This is awesome.
I mean,
We don't need commentary. That's my job. Get out.
I watched last night. Wow.
You know, when something goes right with my game, try to perfect it.
And that involved your
So
banana.
I'd love another smoothie, please.
Anything you'd like different?
Nothing at all.
Exactly the same. Give me that banana.
See you next game day, I hope.
Good thing he works every day.
I told you I could come, and it's in like 2 months. Could you please listen to me?
Kyle, remote.
Unless it's on a game day.
Extra shrimp.
Thank you.
What was that?
What are you doing?
Just putting the game on.
Elena.
What? It's a sports bar. Let's watch sport.
Let's watch sport.
Come on, if you don't know when his next home game is, how are you going to plan your next shift? Saturday. They play at home again on Saturday.
Fuck. No.
Fix that.
Wow. I need to work on a Saturday.
I didn't know if you, Well, it's nice to see you.
Now, yeah, dude, he could not be any more
Extra banana.
extra banana. Oh, hey, look at him like, oh.
It's above my pay grade. Management heard you came in. And no, you may not tip me. And yes, I'm using proper grammar to prove to you that I'm being serious.
Well, he's got a different kind of tip he can give you.
I've got some emails to answer, so I thought.
Yeah, you totally may.
I mean, you shouldn't have to ask, but I think he just wants to God, you too. Come on. What are you doing? What are you looking at your bank account right then and there? Studying more art history, though, I see. You in school? Or just a hobby? Well, no, it said apply now, so maybe he's trying to go to school, or that was... whatever.
Turns out I'm too lazy to be a serial killer. I took a quiz. I don't even think I could be a spree killer.
That's a weird thing to bring up.
Serial killer is someone who kills multiple people, minimum 3, but over a
period of time. Yep. Spree is as many as you can get before ending.
I read a lot of murder books. Yeah, serial killers make me feel not obsessive, which is a relief.
Weird, but I get it.
Before you say anything else, yes, I agree, and yes, there are at least 2 guys on my team that possibly off the record, yes, maybe, but no, not me.
Why would you even joke about that?
Listen, I know you're more of an art guy, so it's not like I expect you to get the ins and outs of science.
And just to be clear.
Rude.
I mean, you all look like hot lumberjacks by the end of May.
Probably doesn't know how to take an open compliment like that from a guy, no less.
Do you want to come to my game tonight? I have 2 seats. No one's taking them. So, I mean, if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it the fundraiser day, though?
Crazy, thank you.
Or no, this is the same weekend. And that was 2 months out.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You know, we're first date, but I think I'm into this.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're with a girl and he's at
Oh my
work.
God, shut up. Oh my God.
He just nodded at you.
No, there's no proof of that.
Your eyes, man. And again. Oh.
Wait back, for fuck's sake. I get it, man. Being in day. I get it. Like, there is this, when you, obviously he's not out, but he's not being all that shy about it right now, especially considering he was the guy they were boning next to before, and Shane was freaking out about him potentially even overhearing it. Again, going back to the whole comment about the ice skating little thing that kind of kicked this whole thing off. This is a pretty bold move, one, just like inviting him, doing all this kind of stuff, but he's also clearly not used to it. And I just think that's, I don't know, it's just, especially again, I don't know, man, like if that's a swing he's taking right now, it's a bigger swing than we've seen Ilya or Shane take. And I'm wondering if that's going to, and clearly he doesn't seem to, we haven't seen Shane at all except for on the TV, so I'm assuming then we're not building up like a triangle kind of thing. Hell, Ilya might even know, considering he's in this episode right now. And he was the one not too concerned about him. He even mentioned it, like, hey, bring him over, he's hot. He might have been able to sniff that out as well, the same way he sniffed out Shane, but I don't know. It's just nice to kind of see this little wholesome courtship going on right here, and you can see he's not used to it necessarily, but he's also not running away from it or hiding it, which is interesting.
It's better for you, huh?
Go fuck yourself, Rozanov.
It's more fun if you're there. Hope next time we play you decide to show up.
Oof.
Starting to sound like him. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, God.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, there's something you really don't expect to see, especially after the whistle.
Interesting. What in the world?
Has Shane Hollander ever fought anybody? Didn't have some grievances
If you're lining this up with everything else we've seen over the course of the last little bits as well, Shane's clearly not in a great headspace by this point as well, so he probably didn't like to hear that either.
You can get that scholarship anyway, so?
Please, no jinxing me.
No way. Good night.
Night, Dad. Love you.
Love you back.
Aww.
What's happening to you? What's your problem?
I can't find my black suit.
Well, it's with the dry cleaning in my closet, so why are you freaking out?
I can't fuck this job up.
Yes, and I get it, but you're not gonna fuck it up because you're amazing, and it's gonna be great.
Aww. He's a mess today.
Oh, God. Wait, was that him or...
Oh, you're a mess.
No, wait, who? Oh, wait. What the hell?
It's really okay. I'm so sorry again.
What a coincidence.
Just calm down and get your shit together, okay?
Okay.
I know you need the money, baby, okay? Deep breath.
He's surrounded by great people.
You think you can handle quiche? They're dry.
But of course it had to be him.
I'm the idiot. You're just a normal, hungry person at a fundraiser.
Him being here, I would be a little concerned he might be a stalker.
Do you like Mexican food?
Is that a date?
Of course, I'm not a serial killer or even a spree killer.
You sure?
Yeah, it was the time.
True, true. When could he possibly do that?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because there's this great place right around the corner, and it's open late, and...
Okay.
That sounds so good right now. Well, look at this. But, oh yeah, I forgot to mention what I was actually paused the thing before to say earlier was that he wasn't home. He wasn't playing a home game when he was in Montreal, and that's when he lost his shit and he wasn't performing well on there. He broke his routine. He didn't get that banana. Couldn't get that banana when he was away.
We also don't actually have to do this.
How would you feel about ordering in?
God damn. Like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, I figured you'd have a nice place.
Oh, he's just going right to it.
Do you want a full tour now, or...
Or. Epic or.
Yeah. You want a full tour of this boulder? Also, this art dude is also maybe not just, he's muscular, not as shredded as everybody else, but he's still built like a brick house, man.
I'm so into you. I can't stop thinking about you.
Clearly. See, this is wholesome. This little whole thing between those two. But also, he's been thinking about you nonstop. It's time to get that banana! Get that banana! Extra banana! Seriously, somebody's got to make a goddamn banana joke. Or a tip joke. Come on! It's too easy!
And I just thought since you have your game tomorrow and, you know...
You don't have to run away. Doesn't seem like he's that kind of guy.
Then stay, please.
Aww. Such a contrast. Because every time with Ilya and Shane, it's just like immediately over. You wake up and there's just blood everywhere, and he apparently he's sleep murders. Oh, he's just making it for you here at home. No.
Since I'm not working today, but you still have your game that you probably still want you.
No.
Can I fuck you?
Absolutely.
Aren't you supposed to not do that before a game? Breaking the rules.
So, I should probably go.
I hear you. I hear you. But
what if you didn't
go? Like ever?
You're my prisoner now.
Killer talk was you warning me, wasn't it?
Only a little bit. It is getting a little creepy. Not creepy, but like a little unnerving.
I'm gonna say a bunch of things, okay? I know I'm too intense, everyone tells me that, but I can't help it. Is it okay? Can I be too intense?
Yeah.
I never do this.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Too many people depend on me for too much, and it would fuck everything up. And so I just thought I would, I don't know, wait, I guess.
So he's just been depriving himself.
then maybe I could fade away better. But it's just, I want you so bad.
Aw.
And I know that you barely know me, so why would you even consider something this probably fucked up? Like, I know I'm fucked up, I get it. I'm not pretending, I want you to stay. So I'm asking for what I want.
Before he responds, I do want to say, like, I get that. Like, especially with how reserved he's been probably his entire fucking life, especially being in the spotlight the way he is, also being hounded the way he is and fixated on this the way he is. You know, like you said, he's focused on his career, on the game, and that's been it. And until this little moment, like this interaction, this light, this spark, this fire, this flame, so strong that he couldn't ignore it. And I get that. I've been there. This is their first day like this. So like, it is a huge, crazy ask. Just stay here. I don't know if he means just like hang out with me, stay all weekend, stay the weekend, or if he means move in with me. That's a crazy leap. Like, I get it logistically. And like you said, he came up front. He's like, listen, I know this is ridiculous. I know this sounds crazy. I'm intense. People tell me I'm intense, but it is what it is. I'm not going to change who I am. And he's putting this on the table. It's a fucking lot. That's a huge thing to drop right there. Anyway, let's see what happens. But yeah, lots of red flags though in any other normal circumstance.
And I want you to be here when I come home from my game tonight. I want you more than I've wanted anything in a long time.
God damn.
Is that too much? You can say it if it is. Do say something, though.
At least he's saying what he wants out loud, unlike Shane and Ilya, who kind of been like bottling in so much and repressing so much. While he's still doing that, at least with his target, his victim.
I think I'd love to be here.
Thinking about it. Oh, let's go.
I don't think you're too lazy to be a serial killer.
Really? Yeah, you're definitely not lazy.
Dude, I know. And you could stab me all day long, baby.
Hey, how was practice?
Look at this.
Yes, and even to be you, and yes, I know we hate Boston. Dad, I'm staying with Elena. So I don't have to schlep to work. I get to sleep in the night.
Oh, he's not being honest.
Yes. Nothing, Dad. No, I'm just watching the game.
So his dad doesn't know. Or, well, his dad might think it's a little weird.
She gets a man and vanishes. What a cliche.
I don't have a man. Hey, kid.
No, you definitely have a man.
He's a customer. He's not my boyfriend. I don't have a fucking boyfriend.
Oh, that sucks that he has to keep that a secret from them, though. But I get it. Again, it can't get out. Even though they, like, know. Like, she went on one of these dates.
Hi
there. He's all yours.
One cup. The usual, please.
Extra banana.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty sure they have smoothies in other cities.
Not like these.
They don't have your banana.
Do you really think this is a secret?
What's the secret?
Oh my god, dude.
He's just flirting with me or whatever. He's straight.
Girl.
Oh my god, it's gonna come out, isn't it? It's gonna come out.
I'm not just a pretty face.
Oh, but you're a very pretty face.
He's a wizard in the kitchen.
What's that?
It's an artist I love. He has a new show out.
Oh, cool.
Well, here we are, buying some art. Oh god. He's in a Marvel movie, staying down low.
We don't have to do this. That's cool.
Should have just sent him off with a blank check or something. But like, oh yeah, what I wanted to say too was that it is a little, but again, I get it. But like, it's just one of those things that like, I think in any other normal circumstance, like it can be estranging, especially the fact that, you know, he went from living with his father to living with him now, but he also can't let anybody know that he's living with him. And he also can't be seen with him living with him. So it is like almost like he's being hidden away. But that's the nature of the imbalance in society with this type of relationship. If it was a straight couple, nobody would really bat an eye. I mean, sure, with the way things came out, it's like the same kind of red flag potentiality for sure. But like the secrecy, the dance that has to be played in public, you know, it's a completely different animal. So like while I get it, like it's kind of unfair, but that's not really their fault either. So it's just one of those things. It's just like, but they're so goddamn cute together though, and it makes up for it.
This would look great in the living room.
It would work. I don't know.
Not on the fireplace wall, but on the way to the bedroom. I think it would.
Oh, god damn it.
Maybe we should.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You just browsing or shopping to buy? Or...
Oh, I think we're just browsing right now. Yeah, thank you.
Excuse me.
Shit.
Sorry, he's not feeling well.
No problem.
Probably freaked out, had a panic attack about it all.
I thought I could do that. I really thought I could. I wanted to. I just...
That's fucking heartbreaking, man. Because it's not like he's angry at him, upset at him, afraid for him. It's just like he's afraid for himself. He's afraid to lose everything. And it's not fair for him to feel like that. And that's the fucked up reality around all this, is that you just wish people could be comfortable being themselves publicly, but people being the way they are, the world being the way it is, it's terrifying to do that.
Well, what if I filled you in on all the juicy details, like how
juicy
details?
details?
What if I actually was a scary old lady?
Or what if you always kind of had one with you?
What do you mean?
What's this? The recipe?
Hey, I know it's dumb. But I saw them at a bodega and I thought they looked like your smoothie.
Aww. Cute.
I love them.
Yeah?
I love them so much.
Can I fuck you?
Absolutely.
Ah, I love the reversal. I don't know why I thought they were briefs, like boxer briefs. Socks makes sense. Oh, we sent him in a feet pic.
Fuck yes.
Now he's got the banana with him in spirit when he's away.
You're in love with him.
I'm not in love with him.
You are. Have you at least told your dad?
Yeah, she knows you too well, man.
It's amazing. He's amazing. And I've never been happier. Honestly.
What's the plan, babe?
Yeah, like, what's the long term? Can't be the damsel in the castle forever.
I can't wait to see you in a tux tomorrow night.
I am gonna be super well behaved for you.
I only care that you're handsome.
You bitch. It's gonna be there tomorrow night too.
Oh, I know. And you better be ready for me.
Nice. Gotta give him that best friend roastin'. Or grillin'. That's what I meant. Funny that they're both cooking terms. Yeah, I mean, shit worked. There's a little surprise for you in my closet. It's me. I'm in the closet.
Hey, Dad.
Oh my God, you're not dead.
No, I'm alive.
Well, that is a relief. I didn't want to have to call them more.
A lot of death humor in this episode.
I'm gonna come for dinner this week, I promise.
Perfect.
How's work?
Well, work is fine. You know, Barry's being a pain in my ass.
So his dad does know, based on what she said, but he couldn't let him know that he's who he's living with.
Nothing in the mail, right?
If there was something in the mail, I would not have forgotten about it.
I know. I just figured I'd check.
No news yet.
Look, I'm not gonna keep you. I love you.
All right, you too, Dad.
Oh.
You too, Dad. What?
I love you too,
You
Dad.
say it out loud. Vampire. I'm sorry. I can't hear those words anymore and not think that. Even though I set that up myself. Yeah, it really is like he's a princess in a castle of sorts. It is one of those painful caveats that comes with this. It's just like, it's one of those things that showcases just how unfair things need to be. Not need to be, but for some people have to be. Oh, for my man.
He's here.
You need to chill out. My God.
I said chill out, not get hammered.
Well, I like our playoff chances this year.
Oh God, it's this guy.
You mean a nice girl or something?
I think we just found a group as a team.
Yeah, that one.
You know your parents would be so proud of you, right?
Thanks, Tom. Thanks. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Dead parents?
Nice to meet you, Elena. I'm Scott.
Pleasure, Scott.
You look beautiful. You both do. Sorry.
Couldn't help yourself. Now, what are your intentions with my...
If I go get more drinks, do you promise to start talking, Christopher?
Kip.
Yes, of course.
Great. Another beer, Scott?
I like her, man. She's spicy. She's protected her.
Looking forward to the after party, honestly. Took this perfectly.
Thanks. And thanks. I mean, you didn't have to.
I knew your measures perfectly. Not because I'm a serial killer, I promise.
Elena knows. I'm sorry.
Yeah, kind of got that.
Kind of hard not to.
She's discreet, right?
Yeah, totally. She kind of figured it out.
She watched your entire peacocking demonstration at the smoothie shop. It's hard to miss.
You should leave early as soon as I do my speech.
Not before you dance with me.
Nah.
Elena's a killer.
God, this motif. She actually kills him. That's the twist on this episode.
So, what are your intentions with my Kip?
Yep, there it is.
He's crazy about you.
I'm crazy about him too.
Are you miserable too?
No.
He's... it's not... Yeah.
I've been honest.
I know. And he's so in love with you that he'll put up with it.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying any of this to be mean. I'm really not.
I haven't seen
and
it
you seem great.
in him in that way. I mean, he's probably just eating away at him. It's going to build, sure. It's still fresh. It's still new.
He deserves
So either you
sunshine.
come out or what are you gonna break out? Break up? God damn it. I hope he comes out and then it inspires Shane and Ilya to maybe do the same eventually.
And so do you.
There you go. Yeah. No one needs to be sacrificed on an altar or whatever. This is something for you both. You're in a prison too.
Already got the keter lined up. Surf and turf. Because we're not choosing.
Hell yeah. Even though most surf, unless it's fish, will kill me. Love salmon.
A couple of my friends are...
Any shellfish
like
though,
party there.
I'm out.
It's a gay bar.
He wants to take you to a gay bar.
It's honestly more of a hockey bar now, thanks to me. And I was thinking that you could just come as my
God.
friend.
Wait.
They know that you buy smoothies from me.
I can't.
Oh God, he's gonna cut him loose.
I want people to know you're mine, that I love you.
I love you too.
Soon, maybe. In a few years.
I heard what you said in your speech tonight.
Did you hear that? That frequency in the bass raising the cloud, the weight of all of this building, like pressure.
I have a family too, and I keep lying to them, and I don't want to. And I miss them. I miss my dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home tonight. I need to.
Okay. And it subsided. Oh, okay. I thought like there was some kind of crackling or cracking happening in the audio, not a song coming on. I'll talk about what I was afraid of for a second here to say a minute.
My parents were both junior hockey coaches, and they were hit by a drunk driver when I was 12 years old.
There it is.
They died instantly. Mercifully for me, the St. Thomas scholarships existed.
Damn, that's so fucked up.
Didn't have anybody else to help me.
He is Batman. He's hockey Batman.
St. Thomas filled it with hope.
St. Thomas Wayne.
Family that I needed, that I still need today. Hockey gave it to me. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. It's everything that comes with it. It's a whole world. It's everything.
There's like a weight that comes with it too. A burden, an obligation. I mean, that's his family, you know, like you said. Almost feels beholden to it in a way. Like hockey is almost his cage.
Yeah. Hey, my boy.
I'm sorry. For what? You got nothing to be sorry for, silly.
Also, he's applying to grad school. Oh, God. Him looking from the outside in because he can't be there. Ah! This is torture. And now we're back at the Olympics. So all of that was on his mind going into, oh, and he's still wearing the socks. But he's hiding it. He's covering it up. He's there, but he's gone. Fuck, dude. That's so cruel. This was a beautiful short film. Like, if you didn't have the context of everything else, the first two episodes almost didn't matter at all. Like, you could watch this episode by itself and it would still hit. It's just a nice, brief encapsulation of, like, just what it's like to walk in these shoes, to be afraid to come out to work in a career and in a spotlight that tends to vilify this sort of thing. Whether it's on the team, the culture surrounding it, the fans, there's a fear, especially when he lost his family, and in the end, the only thing that helped him through it all was this foundation, and then hockey itself became the family that he lost. It filled that void. It's literally everything he has. It's the only things he has, really. It's absorbed him. Like, he's living in a cage. So when he finally caught this fire, someone that was that brought him up to life in a way that nobody else has, he couldn't help but try to entertain that idea, and he got a taste of it. And it's fine for a little while, but he needed somebody to be in that cage with him to keep him company. But that's the thing about it. The caveat about that is you are now imprisoning someone else. And love can be that sometimes. Sometimes love isn't the only thing that can be factored into a situation. Or it's sometimes not enough to help you through certain hardships, certain things. You know, and it's best sometimes for both parties, no matter how much you love each other, to cut the cord. It sucks though. And I didn't think we'd be there just yet this early on, but part of me was wondering, again, like I was saying, like if somebody like him could come out, he could be the what do you want to call it? Pioneer, the front runner, the forerunner for Shane and Ilya. You know, if he were to do that, especially considering he was the one they were worried about, or Shane was worried about initially as well. Ilya didn't seem all that concerned whatsoever. Then again, it's always like is that banter between straight men, suck my dick, or oh yeah, I'll show you whatever. Like the joke he was like throwing out at him, it'd be yeah, I'll bend you over, or whatever. Like, it's shit you say sometimes. And you know, but the thing about it is, like, I'm pretty sure Ilya he probably knows. But that aside, like, it's this idea that he's trapped, he can't be himself, he wants all of these things, but he can't go into it because of the way the world could potentially react. what that could do to his career, the fallout of that. In an ideal world, he'd be able to come out and no one would bat an eye. It'd just be somebody in another relationship. They'd look at it just like if he was straight and it was a woman. But the world isn't as open-minded as that, and it's a terrifying, terrifying thing. And the thing about, especially the sports world, I think it's even harder in a lot of ways. And again, I want to talk about Ted Lasso because they do that really well. A story about one of the players hiding that side of themselves and eventually making that public. That transition about it all. Given Ted Lasso was a little more contemporary, this is set in the past a little bit. It's better, but still not great even at that point. Even now, right now, you know, it's just like, I don't know. But like you could see the gradual build. He's like, I'm happier than I've ever been, like Kip and all that, because it was like he got the man of his dreams. Dude's chiseled as all hell. He's handsome. He's rich, you know, and but it's like being, I don't know, like I said, locked away like a princess up in the ivory tower, up in the castle, locked away like Rapunzel or whatever, you know. It's just like and the fact that he can't tell anybody. The only people that knew were the ones that were there and saw how obvious all of it was. And, you know, having to lie to the people you love doesn't make it any easier. It's just like, again, it's just like these things that, like when people talk about how, you know, why are we doing like civil rights for, you know, LGBTQ people? It's because they have to live like this. They feel pressured to live like this. And, you know, the reactions of that, you know, we'll stop needing it when we stop needing it to be real. Like these stories shine a light on that, help us walk a path we might not walk. Open your eyes, open your heart. See what they're going through, understand, relate, connect to that struggle. People need to fucking empathize and realize that just because your tastes do not match up with somebody else, that doesn't rewrite reality or whatever. That's a threat or a personal threat to you. Like it breaks my heart, especially because this happens frequently, especially in people in public spaces who are afraid to, you know, for their secrets to be out like that, you know. It's just fucked up, man. It tore me up, man, when it was like when he was there. Oh, God, them breaking up, man. It did. It brought a tear to my eye, and especially there towards the end when Kip came home to his father, because his father, the relationship is so strong, and he had to lie to him about it. It's like for the short term, he's getting all the things he wants. Both of them were. It's just in the long term, it was so incredibly unfair. And however good you feel about it in the moment, it's just going to wane with time. It's just heartbreaking, man. It's not fair that people can't just love who they love openly and publicly and stuff like that. It's just like it's vehemently upsetting. But oh yeah, what I was going to say before we get to the Patreon questions was that I thought it'd be really funny because there's a lot of serial killer talk in this, and there was a lot of, under any other circumstances, a lot of red flags that we just danced right past. They poked and prodded and made fun here and there all throughout, but there was a lot of that. And I got that dark thought by the end of it when the music, the ambient noise was ramping in the breakup scene when they left. You know, I can't let anybody know. And there's like, you're not too lazy to be a serial killer. I was like, what if he fucking killed him to save his secret? It's like, no, you have to be here with me. You have to live here with me. You have to agree to be my secret. But now you're a loose end if you break up with me. I was like, we're not going to go there, right? That'd be so fucked up if that was, but I cannot lie that was what I thought that crossed my mind. I mean, they talked about it so many times, man. Anyway, let's go to Patreon because I know we're going to have a lot. So we're going to break these up into the episode 3 questions and all that because you guys didn't understand the assignment yet again. Anyway, guys, let's see. We got VV, episode 3. Do you think it's a bold move on Jacob Tierney's part to show a whole episode of just Scott and Kip? The ship name is Skip. That's a good one. After focusing on Ilya and Shane, ship name Hollanov. These names are pretty quippy. Or what's the word I'm looking for? Intelligent. I don't know. Well thought of. I like them. Creative. In episodes 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, for sure. But I think it's informative to show the grander world around them. That sometimes, no matter how straight they might think a person is or whatever, it's also a commentary they talk about in the Heartstopper a lot of the ways, where there's a lot of athletes, that are gay. People all like paint out as like, oh, gay people aren't good at sports. There's a stereotype. It's like, oh, why would you do that? But there's a lot of people that are really good at it. And it's just like, and especially the people you don't know about. But they think they're on an island and alone, but they're on islands of their own making. Well, not their own making, society's making. And, but you can see people on these individual islands as a result. Like, you think you might be the only one, so you're afraid of everybody else finding out your secrets, but then again, you don't know who else is also feeling the exact same way. Especially with that tussle between Shane and Hunter in this episode. But I like that. I don't know. I think it shows, one, that they're not alone in this journey, and that barring everything else, there's also a potential bridge that could be built at some point, or I don't know. But it can definitely, I think that's a seed laid for later, because I think depending on what happens, that could inspire other people to come out and share their story. If, let's say, Ilya and Shane, one of them comes out first, could inspire him to finally come out and break the silence, or maybe he will feel the pressure and do it first as well. I don't know, but it just goes to show that when everybody thinks that they're the only one because they're living in this box forced upon them and self-imposed all at the same time, that they might not be. I think it's a great window into the world around them that is necessary. Fun fact, episode 3 is based off of book 1, Game Changer. 6 books currently in the series. While Jacob always planned on focusing on Shane and Ilya, he knew it was important to see this type of queer relationship as well. Also, the bartender Kyle at the Kingfisher is actually the main character from book 4, called Common Goal. Not sure if we'll get to that story fleshed out in season 2. Jacob wasn't sure yet. Oh, it's fun facts there, man. Yeah, I'm curious to see how all this is going to be going, especially considering there's, 6 books, like you said? But yeah, I do feel like this is very important because it highlights the unfair dynamics that are forced upon people who just want to love and be loved. It's important. I liked it a lot. Elizabeth Gates. While in some ways Scott and Kip's relationship is meant to show what Hollanov could have if they communicated better, all of the good communication in the world doesn't help them from facing certain realities at the end of the episode. Exactly. It gives them all that they need to break down some of those barriers and have a relationship, or at least have the foundation for a relationship, but that's not the only hurdle that they have to fight through. So, like, even if Ilya and Shane kind of did, followed suit and did something similar, that doesn't mean everything's going to be fine and perfect and dandy on the other side of it either. Because it's, again, the world we live in, and the world of 2012 to 2014 is not very conducive to their lifestyle, sadly. And still, better, not where it needs to be. In what ways do you think Hollanov's situation is harder to navigate than Scott and Kip's? For instance, while Skip has the benefit of both living in New York, Hollanov live in different countries, they can't see each other regularly, and Shane feels a lot of pressure to be picture-perfect role model for Asian Canadians in the league, and Ilya has all of Russia to worry about. They're notably younger, True, much further from a retirement age when Scott mentioned potentially coming out, and both Shane and Ilya are famous, right? They're new. He's been there for a while. And both Shane and Ilya are famous, which would make their story even more scandalous. Alternatively, do you have any thoughts on Skip's unique issues? For example, the wage discrepancy in their book. Scott casually tries giving Kip $50,000. Holy fuck. That's what I was saying. Like, how much did he tip him, by the way? But yeah, like you said, there's a lot of different things. Like you said, there's the cultural differences between them, most certainly. I do think that when it comes to everything, I do think Hollanov has it harder because, yes, they are in this. They're out. They're light at the end of the tunnel. If they wanted to wait for retirement to be free of all this hockey nonsense, is so much further away. On top of that, in the public eye, they've got this weird reputation of being like heated rivals. You know, the title of the episode, or the series. And on top of that, yes, there's the long distance nature of it. Him being from Russia, him being from Canada. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to go see you in the next city the other day. It's like, even in the States, like at least you get, just a little hop on a plane, you're there. It's not that difficult, especially where they're located. And then there's the cultural side of it. The role model aspect for Shane, trying not to break that and living up to a standard that's another unfair thing about all of this crap. And then Russia, who obviously he's got that pressure weighing on him, his family, what that means, his country, is all of that. And then also just how damning and condemning they are on that lifestyle to begin with. I think there's a lot about that for sure. And I think in a lot of ways, as far as the physical or the wage discrepancy, for sure, because Kip was struggling, working multiple jobs, trying to build up, because if he didn't get the scholarship to get in, trying to pay for grad school, just scraping by. He rarely had any free time, and this guy can just dump in, do whatever he wants with however much money, and like living in that loft the way he does and all this kind of shit. Like there is like an imbalance in a lot of ways in that relationship, and it's like casually just trying to tip somebody an egregious amount of money, almost, even if not intentionally, almost forces an obligation upon them to be like, oh shit, well, they just gave me all of this. Now I feel like I'm pressured to do this, that, and the other. It's a little icky, but I don't think he meant it that way. And question 2, Scott/Shane and Ilya are all captains of their respective teams at this point in the story. Of the three, however, we've seen more of Ilya's team leadership with his speech to the Raiders in the last episode, and even in this episode, the brief glance that we get of him telling his team, good job, I love you. What do you think of these indicates about his character? I think he does care about his team, but him, much like the way that he is like a representative of his country, he's a representative of his team, and they are a vehicle of his own success. He at least understands that you don't get there by yourself. And that's something he tried to tell his dad, but his dad did not reciprocate. So it just shows to show that he's not like self-absorbed. He knows he's good. He knows he's great. But he knows he can't do it all alone. But we've not really seen that with everybody else. At least like the way we've seen Shane, a lot of people seem to, we've talked about him, he's more isolated, which is interesting. I don't know. I'd be curious to kind of dive into that a little bit more later. Let's see. This one from Elisa is not specified, so I'm going to leave that till episode 4. Same with Elidoscopes. And then Maria Stoicheva has got a couple here. So I'm going to read your episode 3 stuff, I think. Just because you did break it out. Oh, these are fun facts, so that's fine. It seems you are set with very good questions, so let me give you a couple good fun facts. But before that, quick test question for you. People have been organizing HR watch parties. Oh, HR. I want to say human resources watch parties. What, to like judge how inappropriate these interactions are? No, heated rivalries watch parties, and there's usually food, drinks involved. What food or drink would you suggest for each episode so far? It must be on theme somehow, or be creative, or just get first thing that comes to mind. Well, this one's got to be blueberries, bananas, smoothies, and tacos. You know, we had a whole smorgasbord of options in this, but you cannot watch this episode, I think, without the blueberry banana smoothie. Extra banana. The first 2 episodes, though, I don't know what I would say. I mean, this one has a clear motif. I'd have to rewatch the first 2 episodes to like, with this question in mind, to like come up with a good pairing for them. That's a good question. But episode 3, there is a connection between the scene near the opening of the episode and the scene near the end. I will not tell you what it is, but let's see if you notice it, and I will get back to you later on. I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, we go to the Sochi Olympics. We started the Sochi Olympics and we ended the Sochi Olympics, essentially. Because, you know, when they're having that conversation with the one dude and Shane, he's like, oh, your buddy's probably gay, right? It's hard being gay in Russia. And then it pans over into that look at him. If I'm correct in the timelines, everything we saw was before that. Like we started with that, we went back, and then we caught up to that moment. That's my understanding. The fact that he's in that moment when that guy's talking about that, he's thinking about Kip, I believe. The Man of the Crease podcast we hear in episode 3 while Scott is running is apparently, according to the other hockey podcasts and Jacob Tierney himself, pretty bad. As far as I understand, hockey commentators are generally much gentler with established players like Scott and wouldn't be so mean to them. The hockey podcast, What Chaos, officially asked Jacob in an interview with him to put them in the next season instead to fix the vibe. Rumor has it that François, Scott, and Robbie Kip actually filmed a total of 3 hours of steamy scenes that never made it into the episode. God damn. Nobody knows if they are being saved for the next season, or maybe for a mysterious bridge episode between seasons 1 and 2 that we are hearing about. Canada's PM just met with Hudson, Shane, and Sophie Rose yesterday, and Hudson lent him / gifted him the Canadian fleece, which we see in episodes 2 and 3. The whole meeting is extremely fun, lighthearted, and a great example of why fandom is finding its respite from the real world in this story. Aw, that's cool. That's really cool. On a similar note, on the 29th of January, it's now officially Shane Hollander's Day in Ottawa. What? Oh, that's crazy. That's wild. That's cool. Damn, that's huge. All right. That was a lot. Let's get into episode 4. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. This one is called Rose. Here we go.
Why the fuck did you think it was okay to sex me before the game?
You were hurt, weren't you?
I'll say that last episode, though, I forgot to mention, was probably my favorite so far.
Rozanov scores! The ice for both of Rozanov's goals tonight.
I'm sorry to do this right now, but I've been thinking about it again, talking about the discrepancy between the two relationships, like which one might have it harder. I do want to say, just as a little caveat or a little nod or lean towards Scott, is that they're younger. So while the road ahead is maybe not as long, is much longer now, they're also younger. I think the younger generations are a little more flexible, a little more like, yes, there's still a lot of that pressure for sure, but they might be a little less, there might be a little less burden, like generational burden carried around, while Scott is the old guard. He's probably carrying around a lot more of that older mentality that has him fearing so much more. I did want to acknowledge that because I was thinking about that. So there is the potentiality where they're younger to maybe not stress. Obviously, they're going to stress about it for very different reasons. And then there's the cultural stuff we talked about as well. But like, there's also the idea that maybe because they are younger, they grew up in a slightly different world and time that's a little more loose, they might be able to navigate that transition a little bit easier than somebody who grew up ingrained in an older time. Just saying. There's something I was thinking about since then.
Should I do now or wait till a second? Because I don't know, last second is more fun, but...
What a dick. He's so cocky. God damn. Summer 2014. Olympics are behind us. And he went back home for the summer, right? That's what they said. Oh, that transition. His mom getting that branding in. He's just off working out and partying. Just the juxtaposition too. You know, Ilya is, oh God. Oh, we're, okay, summer's over. The break is over. Getting fucked on the ice and fucked out here too. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Shane's so isolated. I mean, they both are in different ways, but Shane's not. Oh, look at that. He's happy. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. We just jumped to next year. We're flying through the ages in this shit. Enjoy friendly Russia. But like Ilya's like partying and all this kind of stuff, but Shane's just so like very much so on an island. See, and Ilya's just like he's getting it everywhere.
All right, Shane, you're good. You're ready to go? Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a stark contrast. You know, the way they check the schedule and they're like, he lights up. I'm gonna stab you in an alley with my dick. Oh, so sticky.
Not since Chicago in the late 90s have we seen a team take home back-to-back cups.
Let's go. We're just checking in every gap in the season. The working out is like them getting out that physicality and that push and that desire for each other until they return and they can enact that on one another. Then you got his mom's sick too. His mom's dead, but his dad's sick. There's that also weighing on him too, and he's not having that much fun anymore now, is he? Yeah, interesting. That was a lot. We skipped a lot of time there. What, 2 years? Yeah.
Jack is pregnant.
Again?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You gotta work on your lying. Aiden, I'm so happy for you.
No, I mean a fourth kid. That's awesome, man. Really.
God damn.
Ruby, Emma, slow down. So when are you gonna join me in this nightmare?
Jeez, you want to get me pregnant too?
Was it Jennifer?
Jessica.
Jessica. You ever hit that?
Don't say hit that.
You like bring her around, you know? We do couple stuff, it'd be fun.
I don't see her anymore. I think she's engaged or something.
Fair enough.
Why would you just assume just bring around that person you met one time, right?
She teaches like mommy yoga or something. I don't know, maybe it's just stretching, but she's seriously fucking hot. And she's funny. Good, Jack, you'll be happy.
You both have to make your wife happy now?
Can we get a picture with you?
I kind of have my hands full at the moment.
Could you hold his baby for him, please, so we can get a picture?
Oh, oof.
Hold his baby.
That was so demanding of them.
Ding, ding, we've hit 5 times. That's what I'm supposed to text Jackie.
Oh, come on. Narc! I'm getting a vasectomy.
Yeah, you... What the fuck?
Я готова. Ну, может, ты решил, чтобы мы остались, чтобы смотреть неважно что? То есть ничего серьезного?
Нет.
Даже не с Джейн?
Uh-oh.
Вы уже несколько лет переписываетесь. Я думала, может быть, это что-то серьезное.
Ничего серьезного. Вообще.
God, man. It transitions so hard, you know, from like we were getting the montage in the opening, how I think he was drowning himself in distractions. You know, we saw him partying, we saw them hooking up, we saw that, and then they come back into season, plow town, do the thing, go back to Russia, and each time we went back to Russia, he started to lose it more and more, like come down, you know, and then to the point where now it's like, even when he's out, he's not really interacting with anybody. He's watching Shane on TV, and they're just so distanced. Even in that car, you know, it's just showing. I think the more he's not able to like avoid the feelings anymore, or it's more that maybe his previous lifestyle is not as fulfilling as it once was, or it's just he's starting to fill that void more and more. The fact that he was watching them on TV too, you know? So like, again, like Shane doesn't really have much of a social life at all. He spends a lot of his free time with this dude and his kids, his wife, with them. He's kind of like a third wheel in their relationship, which is interesting. It's almost like the complete opposite in a lot of ways of Ilya's, but I think that's indicative of their personalities in a lot of ways. So like, I don't know, but it's just interesting because Ilya's got so many walls up, so many distractions, deterrents, and whatever, and we're seeing these things leveled out. And I don't know if it's fully Shane or if it's also the declination of his father's thing as well weighing on him. Like that's probably part of the descent in his de-escalation. I don't know.
I'll be back later. I won't wait up. Not like that. It's just a friend.
You don't need to keep explaining.
Lily's just a buddy? What?
Oh God, they're both getting grilled about their phone. Their phone. Well, both.
Actually, I hope you do. You always play better after.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I plan to. Probably more than once. Love a hotel
Oh my God.
Gross.
Bye.
This is the hand I'm gonna use.
Think we need to talk? No, after.
But man, how long have they been doing this dance? Like four years now, something like that. That's wild to have like this friends with benefits thing they've got going on. Like trying to maintain this no strings attached thing they got, but again, like they have to. But they haven't even really tried. Oh.
Here's the name. I'm not done.
Told Hayden.
Sitting your mother. Fuck off. Who cares what you told Hayden?
Yeah, he'd be happy. Damn, okay. I think he's been feeling that. Like this time, it's not doing what it needs to anymore. And maybe he's finally like, hey, we're here. Why don't you stay? It's the first time. I talked about this last episode. He's never once stayed after. It's always completion, exit. And now it's interesting for that to come from him first. Well, I don't know. No, that makes sense. I mean, he's the one that's been in the control almost every step of the way so far. It's been him kind of controlling the game. I don't know. It was just like, what was about to, that caught me off guard. I think that like turned my brain off about what I was about to say for a second. Clearly he's missing him. There's a void he's not able to fill anymore. And now there's this, and it's clearly him in a lot of ways. And I don't know if he's aware of it fully or if he is, but has been fighting it all this time. Got a lot of questions about that, but hell yeah. I don't remember what I was going to say when I did stop this. Oh, I was going to say their conversation was like mirroring Scott and Kip's in a lot of ways from the last episode. Again, showing kind of why that was important. Oh, God, and they're fucking spooning now? Look at him pretending to have just woken up.
For food, hey.
You want a banana? Banana smoothie? Banana and some blueberries? Well, they're not blue anymore. Most certainly not.
You like tuna melt?
You want to make me a tuna melt?
If I was gonna make one for me, I can make two.
I can make tuna melts.
Ginger ale good enough?
Yeah, it's great.
Good.
Even got him ginger ale.
Well, he gets traded every season. Tough to make friends that way.
And probably he wants to get traded again. Buffalo is terrible.
Yeah, and their team sucks too.
And people say
Nice.
you're not funny.
They do?
Yeah. They say you're boring too.
Who says that?
Me.
I'm people. I said it.
They fucking hate me there.
They hate you everywhere.
You know, not Florida. It's full of Boston people. And you?
I like Ottawa, because it's my hometown. Toronto, Winnipeg, I'm happy they have a team again.
I like staying in Canada.
Her father was famous goaltender of Soviet team. She knows everything about hockey. And she likes you very much.
Oh?
What are we doing here?
Sometimes we fuck, but she's busy these days. You know, new business, selling fancy cars.
Sounds perfect for you. You think she's the only woman in Boston who'd sleep with you?
I think I will find someone else. But you know me, I'm lazy, so...
I don't know that side of you at all.
The lazy side? Well, definitely not. What an interesting conversation. Him opening up. The walls came down. He's being forthright, being honest about a lot, just talking about himself, what he's like outside of all of this. He's not hiding anything, being blunt about it all in a very Russian kind of way, but yeah, okay. We're just really just talking it out.
I like girls.
Yeah, no shit.
But I also like you.
Okay, well that answers some of my previous questions. Not that it was,
of course,
not obvious at all, but still.
But you have a good mouth. Здравствуй, папа.
Где Алексей? Мой брат Алексей. Он там с тобой? Ты один?
Does he not remember his brother?
Полина, она твоя
Oh
жена.
God. Yeah, no, he remembered him though. That sucks. Dude. He doesn't remember one of his own sons or his wife.
Попади, не он психует. Я тебе плачу, что ты был там с ним, сволочь.
What are you gonna do? That's rough. To have all of that on you. On him shaking it off. To like not.
How was your father?
I speak Russian now.
I know the word for father.
Yeah, maybe that's still like something he's not ready to talk about yet. Well, look at this. Yeah, I just, the way he shuts down when it comes to his father and he doesn't let anybody know that, again, he's got a lot of walls. He doesn't really like being vulnerable. But I think he's like, these fleeting things aren't really doing it for him anymore. And with the growing weight of his father's declination and then this, maybe that's what's kind of motivated him to start to kind of bring some of those walls down. I do think it's kind of interesting that they always use each other's last names, even when they're fucking. Not even like pet names or nothing. Oh, first name.
Ilya.
Hey, it's a step forward. It's different. Well, let's got some movement here.
I should go. I should go.
He's running away. Why?
Team meeting in the morning that I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You forgot team meeting.
No. Why did that? Wait. What did? Did it get too real for a second and he freak out?
I can't.
I think he freaked out.
I can't do this.
Hollander.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, damn. Staying over and still being here and all this, even that he's the one walking away, and Ilya actually wants him to stay. Damn it, man. That's big, though. I kind of expected it to be the other way around, but I think it's been something he's definitely always wanted, and he's probably even thought about, fantasized about, and he, you know, there is, like, even when we saw how cold and callous they were the last time we saw them, when they didn't even kiss, and he didn't even say goodbye, didn't say nothing to him when Shane left. Obviously, that longing for more, and then I think now that it's here, that freaked him out. Now that Ilya's kind of, you know, asked him to stay, they're cuddling on the couch, he's opening up, you know, all these things he probably has been kind of wanting for a while now, and then it's just kind of here, and he doesn't know what to do with that information, and he's freaking out about it. And then there's also, like, he's got to come up with the excuse for his friend about him not coming back, because he said, I'll be back later, I won't be out long, but then he stayed the night. Now it's just like, the more that's going to probe questions, ask questions. But again, everybody thinks that it's either Jane, Lily, these little like aliases they've come up for one another. So it's like, it's another part of this dance of lies that has to go on, because they just can't be open with the relationship. And then on top of that, you add into his father, which is, on the flip side of that, he's still like keeping that to himself. But we got a little breach in there with the crack, with the fact that Shane was able to recognize the word father. So he said, but yeah, that's bad, man. For someone who's had multiple people in my family go through dementia and stuff like that, it's just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
I think they're worried their box is too Tennessee, I think.
Does that mean too white?
I mean, kind of.
Meeting a Swedish princess could be fun.
I get like 2 weeks off a year. I don't want to spend it next to someone I don't know. Trying to make conversation about what? Swedish politics?
Oof. Dude, that's crazy to be that packed up like that, man. Dude is committed to his Canada Dry, man.
Is everything all right?
Why, because I don't want wine?
Well, you just seem tense.
I'm fine.
Now, you're a little out of pocket, out of sorts.
I think a little trip to London next summer for Wimbledon, just the three of us, would be fun.
You guys should go. You'd have a great time. You're the tennis fan, Dad.
You're the main attraction.
Well, then I'll just lie, tell them I'm coming.
I don't want you to lie. That's not who you are.
Oof.
Anything you want to talk about?
There's a lot.
Let's think about London. Maybe it could be fun. I'm just gonna use the washroom.
Swedish princess?
I don't know.
They're trying. They just don't know, because he can't let them in.
Hey, man.
Hollander, what the fuck are you doing right now? My buddy François, the chef, you remember him? He's having an after-hours thing at his restaurant, and get this.
JJ.
The cast of the X Squad movie they're filming in town is here.
The X Squad?
You remember the restaurant, right? Le Tombeau?
I don't know.
Oh. He knew real quick, though. He made it.
Okay, guys, this one never leaves his fucking house.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we rarely see him go out and socialize.
Do you have any ginger ale? Actually, just a beer, please. Whatever you have on tap.
Shane Hollander? Yeah, whatever he wants here.
You keep it then.
It's an honor.
Cool crowd, huh?
Kidding? A bunch of famous actors are here tonight. Rose Landry's here, man.
Rose Landry.
I might be needing another one of these.
Trying to loosen up a bit.
I'm Rose, by the way.
I'm Shane. I'm a big fan.
Would you be surprised to know that I'm a fan of yours?
Really?
Well, it works out.
I played this girl who gets kidnapped and held for ransom.
Wow.
By Bill Paxton.
That is terrible.
Bill Paxton, hell yeah. R.I.P., man.
I've been kidnapped in no less than 4 movies, including the one I'm doing right now. Fuck you.
You're being typecast.
They may literally have me murdered if they find out I told you.
My lips are sealed.
He's good at keeping secrets, that's for sure.
So, probably just having fun.
Did it stop being fun?
Well, I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
It got more intense, so
It's
I
less,
guess I kinda
it's
got
more
intense too,
stressful.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's more than just a game when it's your career.
And I bet that being the only Asian kid didn't make it less intense.
I wasn't the only one. There was one other. I have a Western last name, so it's like the other kids kind of forgot to make fun of me.
Wasn't Asian enough. Oh no!
Too, right?
I was all right.
There is that dichotomy, like within groups, where you're not enough of whatever your ethnicity is, but then there's, like you said, yeah, he had the benefit of a Western last name, so they targeted the other kid more when poking fun, and then obviously him being good, it just put all that pressure on him, understandably creating some vitriol.
I was here a few years ago shooting this horrible FBI movie.
Underdark, kidnapped. I fly a lot. I watch a lot of movies.
No, that movie is so bad.
It's not great.
They have some really good chemistry, though.
So, are you gonna be in town a little while this time?
Where is this going? I mean, Ilya was like, he was open and forthright about the fact that he likes both girls and guys, and it's nice having a no strings attached kind of thing when he's out doing his thing, when he's not here or whatever, somebody that knows all of that, but also there's no attachment there, but now he's longing for the attachment part of it. And we know Shane has dated girls in the past, but that's normal of anybody who's trying to, go along with the norms, and maybe that's how he found out, or maybe he found out with his attraction to Ilya. I don't know, but it's very different. But we had that conversation, and now this is happening, and they're hitting it off, but I don't know how they're hitting it off. But it's going pretty well, all things considered. I don't know, if that's going to help him towards the realization, or if they both are bi or pansexual or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of curious what this. The episode title is Rose, so I don't know. It's getting messy, but he's brightened up and loosened up quite a bit this episode towards the end after leaving. Maybe after being called out for being boring. And his little fit with his parents, it got a little rough, or it was the motivation he needed.
Roz, you gotta shit, man.
Oh God, is this Shane and her?
I know, right? She's like a huge fucking
yeah.
Didn't even meet her during the season.
Not so boring anymore, is he? Oh God, is he gonna get jealous? Maybe it's gonna motivate him to change up his game.
And there's Rose Landry wearing a Shane Hollander jersey. That's going to upset some Detroit fans.
Well. I did not see this coming.
Seems to be getting a reaction out of the Metros.
Our heated rivalry now has their own heated rivalry. Oh my God.
They are definitely one hot couple.
They are fine.
Hey, I was watching that.
He doesn't want to hear it anymore. Uh-oh. Wow. Oh. What was that? Fuck, dude.
Still jockeying.
2 weeks later. Oh, that was Rose. That's okay, babe. Hope shooting is fun. See, this is the things he's probably been wanting and craving, and now it's just but now we're on the flip. Fuck. God damn. This is what I was talking about, where it's we've gone all these years without escalating your relationship, taking another step, evolving it, and then he makes a move and then a bunch of this recoiling and fear, and then everything, and then that, and then lightning, and then
Where was Ilya Rozanov?
What, they both have a bad game against each other? Dude. That's an intense glare right there.
I need to get laid. Let's go out.
Where?
We're in Montreal. We find a fucking club.
Oh, he's reverting.
People!
Yeah. I do think he was coming down because he was getting closer to thinking maybe we can take that step. And now he's just going back.
Hi, handsome.
Oh God, are they going to be at the same place?
Good game tonight, babe.
Shit. They are, aren't they?
I don't know, I'm beat, man.
Come on, I never get to dance.
Okay, that is a lie.
I want to dance with Shane.
Yeah, that makes two.
Come on, smile.
Yeah, shit. Oh, what if he wanted to dance with Shane? Now he's over here? Was that even the same guy? Oh, he ignored him. But now he might. What is he gonna do? Oh, he's getting antsy now. Okay, what's him? And he's getting sandwiched right now. Uh-oh. Wait, that's a public maneuver right there. What? Does she know it all? Are they secretly a throuple right now? What the fuck? What is happening? This is not enough. Ah. Whoa, what the Wait, are we back home? Okay, I thought we were going to a different level of the club. I thought that was happening at the club. For a second, I thought he was just gonna swallow her whole hoop earring. God. I wonder if he's thinking about him while he's with her or not. You don't have to look me in the eye while you do that, my guy. Yeah, no, they're looking at each other. Oh, what a good edit. We really had to drop the music just to hear that those final little pumps there as they both unload. Oh my God. What a turbulent roller coaster of an episode. There's so much at odds in this one. I don't know what is going through either of their heads in a lot of these situations. I can just speculate end on end right now. But like I said, over the gap when we were finally catching up with them in this episode, we spent like 2 years, a montage going 2 years, and we're seeing like the separation way and the evolution change. And like, you know, with Ilya, I think that was the most, I mean, Shane's very kind of like, he's white bread at the end of the day. He's pretty, like they say, he's rightfully got a reputation for being boring. He's booked a lot, he's advertised a lot, he's working a lot, and he spends his time with that couple. He doesn't really go out and do anything. Flip side of that, obviously we've seen him longing for more in an establishment and something about that relationship with Ilya. And then the flip side of it too, on the other side in Russia, throughout that expanse, you see Ilya doing a lot of what he's usually done. Partying, going out, hooking up with his friend, and doing all that, that kind of stuff, kind of waiting around, distracting. Then stuff's happening with his father's declining. And we see him like dip down and fixate on Shane and stuff like that, even from afar. And he always has, but it's like, I think now he is on the other side of that, wanting that connection. Doesn't know how to quite get there yet. And then when they hook up finally again in the present day, he asks him to stay. Something he hasn't done At least in my recollection, hasn't done up until this point. And then they start to get to know each other, talk, chat. They spend the next morning together. And then once it gets a little too real after the post-morning nut, Shane freaks out and leaves, especially after that conversation. I was very confident Ilya was bi, more than likely, and that Shane was just gay, closeted, and all that. I thought that was the case. I think you had kind of set up that expectation up until now, and Rose is this wrench that comes careening into this, because he scared himself away from Ilya in that moment. He had that outburst with his parents, and then he decided to not be boring. The one time he's like, you know what? I will go out. I'll go hang out with you guys. I'll go to that restaurant. I'll go to that club. We'll hang out. Those stars happened to be there. They were fans of one another. Lightning in a bottle. Chemistry was on fire. And they've been a thing. The media is covering them. They're this hot thing. And now, like, counter to everything that has been Shane's reputation up until this point is now kind of flipped. And then now Ilya is kind of jealous. And it sent him spiraling back into his own lifestyle. Where he's like, fuck it, I need to get laid. I need to get out here. I need to go do stuff. And he goes, get the gang together. We're going to a party. We're going to a club. And then he was there with that. And then there's just lightning is just cascading. The fuck. It's just like, if you just, could you bust your fucking, just the two of you, come on. But like, Shane seems happy, but he's also not, Ilya's not gone. But then you also have the friend who very clearly is attracted to Shane, who's there with Rose the entire time, and then they're publicly sandwiching him. If the whole thing is about the public not knowing that he's gay or that he has an interest in men at all, he was getting grinded up on by that guy. And that wasn't like, oh, we're in a packed tight club kind of grinding where we're all just, sardine together. That was like deliberately, he was like damn near kissing his neck there towards the end, but Shane didn't even flinch. I figured that would have freaked him out, the way that everything else is kind of played out. Or maybe he's just like, maybe his barriers he's finally actively peeling them back, and maybe that's part of the equation here, this is the road to that, to him dropping his barriers, his walls, his inhibitions. Ilya started to do that too, but his are so much thicker because there's also so much like this performance that he puts on around everybody else. It's both a distraction and a satiation, but also the stuff back home he's also actively avoiding or also carrying around because of his father's decline, and then the fact that he wound up alone without any help or whatever. There's a lot weighing on him too, so there's a lot of motivation to drown himself in everything that else is going on. But now he's like got this going on, and he was trying to do better, and now Shane's kind of off in doing this, and it's just like, and then they were both on the ice. They were both not playing very well by all their standards. Shane still won, his team won, but like they said, when they were talking about they were commentating on the match, they said both of them were kind of playing like shit. I don't know, man. This was a confounding episode. I don't know what to expect with these last two now. Not that I did before, but like I don't know. Like, cause Shane also does feel like he genuinely does like her, but has he truly forgotten Ilya? And also, the guy was right up on his ass. And nobody batted an eye. What in the world? I don't know. I don't know what to do with this episode, man. That, like, turned so many things on its head right there, dude. I got nothing else. I'm curious, so I want to know what you all have to say. So let's go to Patreon. Elizabeth, you got a bunch for this one. Elizabeth Gates. While we've seen Ilya try to keep things casual in the past, in this episode he genuinely makes an effort. He asked Shane to stay, grocery shops specifically for the meetup. True, he got fresh ginger ale for him. So fresh he was like, I hope it's cold enough for you. So he was definitely trying, and he tries to tell Shane that he's too lazy to actively seek out new hookups. Poorly worded. I know when Shane goes home with Rose after the club, Ilya goes home by himself. Where do you think Ilya's mindset is in regards to his feelings for Shane by the end of the episode? I think he's gotten to this point where he feels like it's what he's been doing, like keeping this distance, is no longer doing it for him anymore. The 4 years they've been doing this little dance, I think he finally needs something a little more substantial than a hookup. And he tries to make that jump. And, you know, because I say he made sure to tell Shane when they were there that what he had with Svetlana wasn't fulfilling emotionally. It was just sex. It was just there to fulfill a need. And then, you know, I think he needed to get that out there, and he was trying. Yes, he was actually making an effort, countering that laziness that he self-imposed there. But then Shane freaked out, ran away, stumbled into... Well, I mean, there is this idea of, too, Rose is a woman. So, like, I think it might... There's this temptation of this is normal and this is easier than Ilya. You know, it's nobody's going to bat an eye, nobody's going to question, nobody's going to do this, that, or the other. And maybe that's what it is. He ran away to socially acceptable is what was going on there. I think that might be part of it. But I do feel like they genuinely had a connection. So it's just like, I don't know. It's so fucked up, man. But yeah, Ilya definitely, I think he's trying. I just think it's just not working for him anymore. I think he's realizing that he needs something more. Question 2, ginger ale is mentioned a lot in this episode. Hayden makes fun of Shane for drinking it. Shane can't get it at a restaurant when he's with his parents. He's pressured into switching it out his order for beer at the bar. However, Ilya has it on hand for him. How does this speak to some subtext that is going on in the show? I think it goes again to the idea that Shane is boring. I mean, a lot of people consider ginger ale to be like an old person's drink. Or at least that's kind of a reputation that it kind of has. I mean, I like ginger ale, but it is there to, you know, a lot of people drink it for, you know, obviously for the ginger, and it's meant to like kind of, you know, help, you know, for upset stomachs. It's something to keep you at ease. It's not overwhelming. It's kind of a palate cleansing kind of drink. And for somebody like Shane, who's very quote unquote boring, kind of reserved, in his own pocket, his own world, it kind of just is reflective of that. And I think like with the bar and the pressure there and him coming out and loosening up a little bit more at the end is an expression of that for him forgoing, you know, he needs control. He needs, I don't know, discipline in some kind of way. Like he just tries to shake off the alcohol every time it's offered. He's like, I just want a ginger ale. And I think it's like because it's representative of his personality in a kind of way. And it's him shaking that mold by the end of the episode. But it is also his preference, or at least seemingly. And so, like with Ilya having it on stock for him is both a little bit of like perpetuating that, but it's also showing that he's thinking of him and made sure to have that on hand and have it available for him if he wanted it. You know, so it's that thoughtful provocation, but I think symbolically that's the idea that's going on there. Also, Canada Dry, not that they ever brand dropped the ginger ale brand in it, but yeah, there was a significant amount of ginger ale in this episode. Question 3, names have a lot of significance in the show. Ilya and Shane have consistently called each other Hollander and Rozanov until this episode, which I called out. Ilya calls him Shane during sex, and that's ultimately what spooked Shane into leaving. It started to get a little bit more real. Didn't put that together that was the moment. I thought it was the culmination of everything, but I didn't really consider the name part of it. But that, you're right. As such, what do you think of this episode being titled Rose? Is there a metaphor in Shane directly deciding between a rose and a lily? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Just a side note, the last name of Rozanov means of the rose. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that. I didn't know that at all. But yeah, I do think that him choosing Rose, I think is just, him choosing simplicity. But at the same time, he is coming out of his shell. He's going to parties, he's going out with her, he's being public, he's being seen doing these things. It is him breaking his own mold, and I think it might be the gateway towards him breaking that mold with Ilya. Because it is him settling, but also moving forward to try to get the things that he wants, and also trying to like get out of his shell. There's a lot of different things at play, and I don't think it's just one thing. I don't know. It's a very complex episode. This is one I do think I'm going to need more time to mull over. While Ilya obviously jealous of Shane's relationship with Rose, how much do you think his jealousy is about Rose dating Shane, and how much do you think it has to do with the fact that she can date Shane publicly? I think it's both. I think there's this idea that, you know, like you said, his thing with Svetlana is purely physical, nothing else. But I think with Shane, with that, it was that, but it started more into this. But there is this, like, yes, there is a idea of that they can be seen, they can be photographed. You know, it's not like with Scott and Kip. You know, it's the queen opposite of that. It's a socially acceptable. Why? It's just the norm. You know, it's just like there's no fear going out into public in a relationship like that. So there is a lot of different, like you said, levels to that, which he counteracts with going and hooking up with that one girl there and dancing with her in front of them. Not that they knew they were going to both be there. Even if Shane and Ilya were to be in a relationship, they're not currently living in a world where Ilya can wear a Hollander jersey at a game. True. Yes. Not only that, they're closeted, but also because they're rivals. Furthermore, the press around Shane and Rose's relationship is overwhelmingly positive, while their relationship would be much more controversial. Yeah, there's just so many like contrasting elements to that. Yes. What would happen if they were public? How would the media react around that? It would be, like you said, it'd be a scandal. It'd be controversy. You know, where they're being celebrated, lauded. You know, it's like Taylor and what's-his-face. You know, it's just like the way that kind of becomes the conversation. And, you know, yes, she's wearing his jersey. She's doing these gestures in public. They're mating, they're hooking up and doing all this stuff. You know, they can be seen. And if the reverse was going on, it shows you the just juxtaposition and the imbalance in how that relationship would play out the other way, and the fear and the distancing from that, and the fact that they can't have that right now in the world they live in. I've seen some other reactors say that Ilya doesn't have a right to be hurt about Shane and Rose because they weren't in an exclusive relationship. How much do you think this bias is because the show has mostly been from Shane's POV? I say this as someone who loves Shane, but in many ways, Shane is doing the exact same thing Ilya did in episode 2. He's freaking out over an intimate moment, called an end to things like Ilya did at the Olympics, and then stops communicating with him, although from the locker scene, it does seem like part of Shane does expect/hope Ilya will reach out still. How much do you think Ilya's dancing with the girl at the end was meant to entice or incite jealousy versus just showed Shane he's doing just fine after Shane essentially broke up with him? I feel like, I don't know. I think after the move that Ilya just made, I do think it's a little shitty for Shane to, because I don't think even then when they did that before in episode 2, they weren't really in a spot like this, and nobody really made a move quite like Ilya made as an effort in this episode. And yes, Shane is not beholden. They are not exclusive. They are not public. They are not anything. That was a step towards becoming that, though. And that was something that Ilya did. And I do think that it's a little shitty. This was how this all played out. Him running away from it after such a vulnerable moment like that. I don't know. But yeah, Ilya has been shitty to him in a very different way. I can't say one is right over the other. I think he was vulnerable and Shane bailed and started doing this. And I think he has a right. Yeah, I think he has got a right to be a little hurt about that. I mean, I do think they both do in their respective ways. I don't think it forgoes him the inability of being upset in that moment. But as far as the dance towards the end, I think it's a little bit of a both. It's a little bit of this mask that he likes to put up, but I think he's trying to front. I think it's meant to do both. I don't know. I think more than anything, if it had to be one or the other, I think it's probably I don't need you. I'm doing just fine. Fuck you. You are nothing. I think it's him again reverting to putting up a wall, putting up a mask. I don't know. We'll have to see. VV for episode 4. What are your thoughts of the cinematic artistry of the club scene? I mean, in my opinion, the entire series is genius cinematic storytelling. Also, do you think Shane is just confusing his fangirl feelings for Rose as a real romantic attraction? What did you think of the fact that the only place Shane can get a ginger ale without being asked is Ilya's house, and Hayden may also have them, but remember, he teases Shane that he has to also make Jackie happy in order to keep her for stocking them. Fun fact, the player Ryan Price mentioned during the tuna melt scene was actually the main character from book 3 called Tough Guy. And I think we have a bigger presence in season 2. He is Shane and Ilya's second book, Long Game, as well as season 2 will be based off of. Okay, cool. I like that there's a lot of little references to this. Which book in the series is this then, I guess? I think that was mentioned at one point, but I forgot. But anyway, the cinematography, the whole last sequence of the club was shot like this weird, trippy music video. It was telling the story, it was going to the music, but it's also showing the mental, the separation, how no matter how much they're trying to distance each other from themselves and move on and block and mask, they can't get out of each other's heads. And then with them locking eyes at the end and the edit between them as they were going through their time at the club, it was just this beautiful dance. And then it ending with them both climaxing, one Shane, with Rose in the act, and then Ilya alone. It's just showing how it just has shifted, because it went from Ilya being the one off doing things with other people and Shane being alone to the reverse. How the roles have kind of flipped in this episode. The power dynamic is almost kind of flipped in this episode. It's really interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if it's confusing his fangirl feelings for Rose, or I don't think it would, I don't know. I think it might be a multitude of things. I think he, I don't know. Because he did kind of was like, oh yeah, I like girls. I was like the thing with Jessica in the past. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know how much of it. I mean, it seems to be genuine. It seems to be. I mean, I didn't feel like it was a mask. It felt very, very real. It could be, but I mean, he's thinking about Ilya when he's getting his dick hard. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good theory. But it is, like I said, it's Ilya being the only place where he can actively, without asking, get a ginger ale. I think that's telling that he's trying. At least H. Who has the best physique that I have seen so far? Okay, again, as a straight guy, Rose. But no, I don't think overly muscular men look good. If I'm thinking what physique I would like to have as a guy, I think Kip, I had the best well-rounded overall aesthetic, I think. Not too muscular, but beefy, not proportions good, all that kind of stuff. I honestly, I don't know. Kip or Scott, probably. Let's see. Apparently, a lot of people have been requesting them to sell the fleece Canada Olympic jacket that Shane is wearing so they can make it and sell it, which is especially great because the contracts of the cast members includes earnings from merch for their likenesses. J.P. Tierney and Brandon Brady, executive producers, wanted the actors to be compensated for the use of their likenesses. Good on them. Hell yeah, man. The three main focus teams are NY, Boston, and Montreal. Where would you want to live, and who would you root for? Not Boston. No offense. I've been there. not, I don't know, man. It's all cold. I don't like cold. But I'd probably prefer, I've never been to Montreal, but I like Canada. I'd probably go for Canada or New York, probably. There's just so much to do. Several reactors I have seen miss the fact that the reason Shane leaves is because he is freaking out to the closest that comes to a head when Ilya uses his first name, and the fact that people are maybe noticing he doesn't date, as shown by Ilya mentioning it, and Hayden trying to set him up. I have faith you will catch it. If you didn't, you have disappointed me. Shame. I mean, I thought I didn't, I acknowledged the names because that was the first thing they did it. I thought the overall closeness was what freaked him out. So I think I did well. I will forgo your shame. You should, I think I did well enough. Fuck you. You know. No, I think, I mean, I included that in that. I'm gonna defend myself. I will die on that hill. I think I nailed it. All right, Kaleidoscope. I'm keeping the questions short today since some of the others basically set you essay questions. Now that you've seen Kip and Scott episode, and now the show swiftly moves back into the Shane and Ilya story afterwards, any ideas what the payoff of that detour is going to be? And do you feel like, how do you feel about the position of the story of the sort of interlude between episodes 2 and 4? I think it fits perfectly as the transitionary point of this midpoint for Ilya and Shane's relationship to where they are, because now it's starting to be this, the Scott Kip thing is kind of this in between. It is what they could be, what they could have, but then all of the issues of the pressures of, like, around them, like the external pressures and what that can do. It's a showcase of a lot of these different things isolated by itself without any of the other aspects of it. And I think, like I was thinking with the whole Kip and Scott thing, maybe when he eventually does retire, maybe what if he comes out? What if that changes the way they do it? What if they come out and then that helps Scott? I think there's going to be some way those two feed upon one another and help the other with their struggle. How? Who will go first? I don't know, but that's what I kind of see with it. Personally, I think Jay Tierney is very aware of the fact that queer viewers are used to and tired of seeing queer stories portrayed with a lot of drama and tragedy, and not a lot of happiness. And while technically episodes 2, 3, and 4 all end on a negative note, for me, episode 3 came as a welcomed reprieve. I agree. I think episode 3 is probably my favorite episode so far. We get to see a love story in which its characters are actually able to acknowledge their feelings in an environment in which at least one of the two can be out, have a support system of other queer friends, and a loving relationship with his parent. And those things remain true even as the romantic relationship hits a pretty massive roadblock. So while the episode doesn't exactly end happily, it still gives the viewer an emotional breather before we head back into the main story. Completely agree. Completely agree. That's why I loved Heartstopper. I loved how unabashedly warm. That show is a fucking hug. I love it. I think it's quite a smart way to keep people engaged, since I know that some viewers who didn't read the book, and myself included, were a bit on the fence about the direction of the story after episode 2. And given how episode 4 turns out, giving us some space in between was probably the right call. Agreed. Speaking of episode 4, any theories about how the Rose situation will resolve itself? Right now, no. I do not know, other than the fact that, I mean, she seems to be very close with that other friend that kept going to the games with her, was there grinding up on Shane. She may even know when he hasn't been honest about it. So I'm wondering if if that is true, if that wiggle room allows him to be a little more comfortable in a way that'll drive him to being more comfortable with Ilya. Otherwise, I don't fucking know, man. Other than that, it is him breaking the mold of this reputation that he's had. This fucking wet blanket stereotype he's built for himself. Where he doesn't go out, he doesn't party, no one sees him, no, he's not in the media. He just works. You know, now he's seen dating. He's out at these parties. He's doing this stuff. His Girls there cheering him on at the game, wearing his jersey, you know, all these things might now entice him to seek that in a way that validates all sides of himself. I think it's maybe a necessary stepping stone for him to kind of actually allow himself to enter the world. And I can't wait for you to get to episodes 5 and 6. Me either, man. And now we will close this out with Maria's episode 4 fun facts. All the scenes we see Shane and Ilya running in their respective parks on opposite sides of the world were actually filmed at the same park in Hamilton, Ontario, with a few hundred meters of each other. That's nice little trick. Like, that's cool. Not surprised. You probably noticed, but the perfume ad that Shane is filming here in the ad, same one we see on TV in Kyle's bar in episode 3. You're right. I wasn't thinking about that, but you're right. You're very right. Which makes sense too in the way that this episode and episode 3 is working in kind of this weird kind of non-linear but linear, because where we went to the Olympics, reset, rewound, and went back through, and then we get to see the gap eventually where some of those things start to intersect with this side of the story with Shane and Ilya. Yeah, I remember seeing it, didn't think about it when Shane was filming it though. Let's see. Ilya Connor recently said in an interview the most difficult word to pronounce in the Russian accent was girls. And you like them, girls, which he said is perhaps very telling about the whole show. True. True. It's hard to say, isn't it? Yeah, but I get that. In the accent, like, there's a lot of consonants in that just in the Russian accent, especially if you're not a native Russian speaker, I can imagine just is real easy to trip you up. Did you notice that after they take a nap, Ilya actually gives Shane one of his t-shirts? I did not. Shane arrives in a white shirt, but in the scene on the couch, he's wearing black, and we see that he proceeds to panic and then leaves with Ilya's shirt. I didn't catch that little detail. I didn't think about that. You're right. He wouldn't have prepared to stay over, so he wouldn't have brought his own. Little details, man. Teammate who showed up shows Ilya the photos of Shane and Rose. Is actually a former hockey player, Harrison Brown. He's the first openly transgender professional hockey player. So a pretty cool touch. Well, look at there. That's awesome. That's a cool little inclusion on a bunch of different levels. In case you're confused too, in the club, Ilya actually recognizes Miles as a friend of Rose's, which prompts him to look around for Rose and Shane. He probably saw Miles in the footage of the Taylor Swift / Travis Kelce reminiscence hockey game where Rose is wearing Shane's jersey. He's sitting next to her. You're right. I didn't think about that. When the guy was very openly hitting on him, he did give him the cold shoulder. You guys, I didn't think about that aspect of it. I didn't think about it. The club song, Tattoo, All the Things You Said, and Ya Soshla S Uma is actually a very popular Russian queer, controversially so, actually, song, and everybody I know was absolutely freaking out before Ilya even entered the club. I did not know that reputation that song has. I love that song. I've heard it 1,000 times. Didn't know that. So that does add an extra little spin on that. Harrison's remix, the male version, was so spot on and got him so much hype that he's now creating more music inspired by the show. Oh, that's cool. I did like the flip on that. Once we transitioned from the actual song to that one, I thought that was cool. The cover. Regarding the last scene, you will notice that Ilya isn't in his own hotel shower here. Oh. We saw it just before the club scene. It was a completely different one. So there are interesting theories that maybe he isn't actually in the shower at all, but the whole scene takes place in Shane's imagination while he is half-heartedly with Rose. This theory is strengthened by the fact that we only hear Shane's voice at the end here. What do you think? Is it just continuity error, or did Ilya book another hotel room just so his teammates didn't find out he struck out when he went home alone? Or maybe his teammates occupied the room with company of his own. I did not notice that at all. I don't remember us seeing his shower previously in the room that he was in at the hotel for that one. But that's an interesting theory. I would have presumed, I mean, either way, sure, if he didn't go back to the hotel room with somebody, it might be a bad look to harm his reputation. Maybe he wanted to keep up the image that he did go home. So maybe I wouldn't put it past him to have rented another hotel room just as a cover. But I didn't think about that at all. I don't think it's Shane envisioning him alone beating it because he's not there thinking of him. Because I think the idea is they're both thinking of each other. Not what Shane secretly wants, but it's clear that Shane is thinking of him in that moment. I mean, they lock eyes through the editing, but it's because he's alone thinking about him. He didn't go home with anybody that night, despite being there with somebody. I think it would kind of defeat the purpose of their individual growths if he did. But him being alone, pleasuring himself in the shower, I think is indicative of where he's at right now. And then the same, I think Shane needed to take this step to realize what he's actually doing here, and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I do think that it's real. I don't think it's in Shane's head, but there's a multitude of reasons that it could be for the shower to be different. But I don't know. It could very well be a continuity error. It could very well just be he's in a different hotel room, or what? I don't know. Good question. Didn't really think about that one. But guys, this was a long one. Beefy, talkative episode. Truncate some questions, please. I really appreciate that. Like, good God. Oh, it takes up so much of this, but I appreciate it. It's one of these shows I actually do love talking about, because there's a lot of different reads, a lot of different perspectives, because we're all going to bring our own little experiences, our own little things, our little flavors into it, our colorations from our own upbringings or experiences, and it's just going to shape a different avenue and outlook on everything. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of wrong or incorrect ways to read it, but there is a lot, which is why there's a lot of different perspectives about this too, because also it's not always completely clear with the characters. It doesn't tell. The show doesn't do a lot of telling. There's a lot of showing, and then you gotta put it together. I don't like that. Not a lot of media does that these days, and I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for right now. I'm going to leave it there and pass it off to you. What did you guys think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, or if you want to get early access, submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts, you can do all that over on Patreon. And speaking of, before we go, want to shout out Lily Chan's son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Berg, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel. Help with sponsor and support the rescues and take care of the office. You guys have tremendous help with all that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our channel legends. You guys and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here. You guys are the reason we are able to do stuff like this and keep on the channel with the way things are right now. Love you guys. Thank you guys endlessly. Without you guys, this wouldn't be happening. And a huge shout out to you guys here on YouTube, because without y'all, we wouldn't even be here. Love you guys. We're doing this for you. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.